utterly speechless. It's absolutely breathtaking. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, it's a perfect spot. Well, hello everyone. Hope you're all well and enjoying the freezing temperatures. So, back out on another wild camp. Yes, another wild camp here. So, as you could probably tell with the backdrop here, I'm back up in Glencoe. So, as I was saying, plan is to camp up the Lost Valley and here in Glencoe. Whoop, slippy. Watch my feet. Yeah, passed here so many times. Camped up on other parts of Glencoe. So I thought, let's have a wee night's stay up the Lost Valley. So I'm going to give that a try tonight. It is cold, obviously building up a heater now, but I just met a couple of guys there and said that's quite sheltered up there, which is a good sign, but also might mean temperatures might drop. Not a wind chill, but just a cold spot. But anyway, this is exciting. So if you're new to the channel, thanks very much for watching. Just want to watch my feet. What a cracking part of the world. So if you've never been here before, Glencoe is just absolutely stunning. So if you get a chance to drive through, or you drive through anyway, just have a wee stop and take in the views. Okay, I've just stopped here for 5 minutes, take a breather, probably about halfway. Absolutely, it's just like a lost world. No wonder it's called the Lost Valley. Met a couple of people coming down, and absolutely what a delight to meet somebody that's just so enthusiastic about outdoors and seeing what Scotland's got to offer. So, absolutely brilliant. I am losing daylight quickly, so I'm trying to push on as quick as I can, but also to enjoy it. Absolutely beautiful. Enough talking, let's get walking. So I've just come up this part of the walk and found this incredible waterfall that's frozen, and you can see it bubbling underneath. It's absolutely amazing to be so close to it. Absolutely breathtaking. That's, I'm going to camp down there, if I can do it right, down this wee bit somewhere. This is just absolutely amazing. Just on a scale, I think there's roughly 8 billion people in the world. 66 million in the UK. And I am the only one here. It's quite incredible to think that. There's just the slightest of breeze. There's a buzzard kicking about there. It's so peaceful. I can't believe it. The video probably doesn't do it justice, but that was a fair hike climbing up that walk. It's pretty slippy because of the ice and snow, but this is just, I'm going to feel very small down there looking at this. Very small. Wow. This is actually brilliant for camping, it's so flat. My only problem is, it feels pretty solid. So, I'm going to have to probably hammer these pegs in with a rock. Probably the only item I never brought was a hammer or a mallet. But saying that, I could sit here all night and just watch So the plan is, you don't need to see me putting up this tent. The tent I brought of choice tonight is the MSR Elixir one man tent. I love it. If you haven't seen my other videos before, you don't need to see me putting it up, but if you go back, I'll put a link in the description, and you can look back at the video for the setup, the whole setup of the Elixir. So if you're interested in a MSR tent, I would recommend this one. It's brilliant, love it. So I'll get cracking on with this. You go make yourself a cup of tea. Deal? Cool. So, finally got this tent up, and as I thought, yeah, it is frozen underneath, so it's I'm just glad it's not windy, because these pegs might just be out. She's up, hot water's on for a hot drink. The temperature is dropping. I've got no idea what it is, but I can feel it. It's a very clear night tonight, so hopefully might get some stars, but we'll have a shot anyway. What a cracking place. I just made it in time, and it's my stupid fault. I got up here pretty late on in the afternoon, and not knowing where I was, what the terrain was like. It's pretty treacherous, to be honest. It's pretty slippy, rocky. But yeah, so I've got this kettle on. I'm going to get a drink, because I need a little bit of heat, and we'll see what it's like in a few minutes. So I have my beef drink, which feels a lot better. It feels like it keeps the heat a lot. It's a lot less slitter than tea and coffee. But I have brought little sachets of Nescafe 3-in-1 things, so we'll test them as well, just to see how good they are. But also, a major point with coming out here at this time of year in the winter time with snow and ice is that I brought a load of little heat pads. If you haven't seen these before, come in a pack of 2. and this kind of thing. These are called yak tracks, and it says that they last for 10 hours. I got them from Blacks, not that I'm promoting Blacks, but that's where I got them from. Obviously have two little sachets. It's filled with granules. Squeeze it up, give it a shake, and mix the granules together inside with the element, and these will keep you warm. So for pockets, put them in your gloves. At night, for me, I'm going to be putting them in my socks. I also have my little, it saved my skin on the top of the Papa Glencoe last year, is the trusty old little hot water bottle. Can't believe how good this is. So I'll be filling that with hot water tonight, as well as having my two little heat pads in my socks. That will see me through the night, as well as some hot drinks and things like that. So all prepared for this cold evening. I've not had my dinner yet, but I have got a few things planned. Got Sea to Summit chicken tikka, I think, there. So we'll see what that's like. I've already had that before, so it's really good. I like that. Yeah, just going to have a little bit of tidy up, square things away, and maybe take a wee walk outside. It is cold, but all sorted with these heat pads. It's very peaceful, quiet, still. There's no wind. It's just perfect. I've got these heat pads in my gloves. They're actually roasting, which is brilliant. It is bouncing with stars outside, and fortunately I can't take it with the camera. It's not working right, and the phone's not brilliant either. So I've been swithering for a new camera. I've seen other people what they use, and that seems to be the next kind of option, so that's probably on the cards as a new camera. But yeah, I'm starving, so I can't wait to get this food into us and get us a bit of heat. But it's actually pitch dark outside. Still very peaceful, which is really nice. But it is cold. So this is going down well. Such a great heat. And since it's kind of one of my last videos for this year, I thought let's spruce it up a bit. So it's that little touch. They're only a couple of pound. So what I haven't said is actually what's going on in the tent. So I have the MSR Elixir 1 tent with the footprint on. I have a Gore-Tex line sheet. I also have my Berghaus inflatable roll mat. I have an Army bivvy bag, and I also have my Mountain Warehouse Extreme sleeping bag. On clothing wise, a couple of pairs of socks, my boots, I have gaiters on, 2 pairs of trousers. I've got a sort of shell top, jumper, and this jacket from Craghoppers. So I'm keeping toasty, but I do feel the cold nipping. Got a couple of heat pads, and I'll have my hot water bottle as well when I call it a night. Plenty of water there and hot drinks. I just don't get a signal here, so if anything was to happen, it's not great. But I am sufficient with plenty of food and water. First aid kit, bivvy. I have a emergency bivvy bag. What else? Plenty of batteries for the camera. Plenty of food. So pretty decent. So I'm all fed and watered. It was a good meal. Had a wee bit of chocolate. Keep them warm in the sleeping bag. Got the wee heat pads as well. These Christmas lights are doing a wee treat. Make something festive. I'm just going to get this kettle on again and fill this little hot water bottle, which is this little saviour. A great little thing. I would highly recommend taking one. Even in any part of any season, I think it's definitely helps you sleep. And definitely these little heat pads, get hold of them, a few of them. So I feel nice and cosy at the moment. Yeah, just see what tonight brings. But we shall see in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It's a very still morning. It was pretty cold last night, actually. It took me a while to settle down. I think I was more worried about how cold it was going to get instead of actually trying to relax and just get to sleep. It was a very starry night, and I wish I had the better gear to take photographs and footage of the stars, because this is just, it was perfect. There was millions of stars. But this place is just absolutely stunning, and you feel so very small here. So if you are thinking about coming here, it is pretty flat, and I'm quite sure it's not solid during the summertime or other times. I will show you how my pegs are in, and it has managed to stay up, but I'll show you that shortly. But yeah, this is a big area for camping in. There's quite a lot of stones, like, so wow. So as you see, the pegs are not in brilliant. They're probably in about an inch and a bit, I would think. And even the guy lines are not even in at all. Couldn't get the peg in. So luckily there's some sort of stonework. So managed to do that with them, tie them through. They're all the same. So yeah, it's not ideal, but So I thought I'd make myself a nice cup of coffee this morning and admire this beautiful scenery. But instead, I woke up to frozen solid water. Totally schoolboy error. I could do. Whether I kept it outside in the wee vestibule bit, but whether if I brought that inside the tent, I don't know if it would have helped either way. But anyway, it's led me to go and do something else. What I've went and done is picked some fresh Scottish icicles. So I'm going to try it, see what happens. I haven't done it before, so you know, I've got time to kill. I also went and picked some small brash, some wood basically. I've brought the bush box with me, so I'm going to just flick that on with some firelighters. It was an emergency thing I brought. So yeah, I'll put that on and see if I can melt some of this water putting it near it. But all is not lost. We have backup. Okay, that's me all packed up. Such an enjoyable night, even though it was cold. It's a different experience altogether. So the good thing about it, coming up here
is that it's all downhill, but it's an icy climb, an icy downhill I should say. So this is probably the worst part, is coming down where you need to keep your wits about you, and watch your foot, or your steps, or your footing, whatever you want to call it. So still got a wee bit to do. Absolutely cracking sunrise this morning. Still very still. I've got the little Robin again. He is sitting eating some porridge. He's a friendly wee soul. Not enough to come and land on the hand, but I've fed him. So just going to head back down the road, back to the car. We'll get some more footage down the road. So come on, let's head. Come on. So I thought I'd stop here for 2 minutes, take in some of this stunning scenery. This is on the way down. As you can see, it's pretty rocky and treacherous. If you just need to watch your feet. So a cracking view, an absolute cracking view. So I'm just going to have a wee bit of chocolate, take in some of these views. Wow, that looks a place to camp away up the top there as well. And this is what I'm talking about with the track coming down. This is just pure ice. And very treacherous. You can see where people have actually had a slip. So I mean that's not going to, that ice is not going to disappear quickly. So it's a be very careful descent. Now this is a bit of a worry bit. You would have thought that was a path down there, but it takes you to nothing. So I did come up this way before, and I am worried about going down here, so the camera will be off and I'm going to take my time coming down here. So I'm down from there. That wasn't very, it was a bit of a heart stopper there. I think more so because it's got snow and ice on it, and it's definitely an ankle breaker. So it's, if you're coming up here, it's well worth, not just in the snow and ice, to take care. I think just generally every time you come up here, just a wee bit of patience. Okay folks, I thought I'd just give you the last wee bit of my trip, just to say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. A big shout out to new subscribers as well. I feel like I've hit a wee milestone there of 100 plus, there's a few more, so I have to say big thanks to you. It's you that make it. So yes, thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe as well, feel free. I also do a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Facebook page is Camping on the Wild Side, you can join me there. And also do Instagram as well, which is Camping on the Wild Side Scotland. You can follow me at these points as well, if you want to, if that's your way. But if not, I appreciate every single one of you that watch this. Please feel free to comment. Love to see your comments about the area. Did I miss anything? Would I have done something better? Yeah, so it's all learning. The path down here is pretty treacherous, and I'm going to say that even in the summertime I would probably say it's pretty hard going as well. So if you're thinking about coming up here at any other point, it's definitely worth having decent footwear. There is no mobile phone signal up the top, so yet again, please be careful. It's an absolutely stunning walk. I can't, you know, you've seen my footage, it's probably better in person, so if you're coming up, that's a place to tick off. Probably a wee walk down to the car now, so I'm just going to say thanks very much again. Totally appreciate everything you do, all the comments, the lot, and I shall see you on the next version. Also wanted to say Merry Christmas. This is my last camp for the year, so I thought I would just say Merry Christmas, hope you have a good one, and hopefully you have a very good new year as well. So all the best, and we'll catch you in 2023. Cheers for now.